Today we will be using a TheraBand. If you don't have one, you can always use a lightweight, but either way we'll get a lot of arm workout. But go ahead and we're going to place your TheraBand out of the way to the side of the mat and just come to sitting. Go ahead and draw the flesh out from underneath your sit bones so you can really feel grounded into the floor. We're going to go ahead and start with our three-dimensional breath. A good way to find it is to make an L with your fingers and wrap them from your rib cage around to the front of the tips of the fingers to the front of the rib cage. We're going to start with that nice breath. So you'll start to feel that the breath starts to move towards your thumbs, feeling the spine and ribs move away from each other, in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. You should feel those two sit bones slightly drawing together as you exhale, finding the pelvic floor muscles without squeezing those glutes. Here we go. Reach your hands forward as we start to find our imprint. Exhale, rounding through that low back. Inhale, lengthen the spine up to neutral. Exhale for 2. Try not to push into the floor with your heels because the movement is really from those core muscles. And 3, shoulders relaxed. 4, exhale. And inhale, lengthen. And 5, and float those hands up to shoulder height. We're going to deepen that abdominal connection, really scooping through your low abs without rounding those shoulders, keeping those shoulders away from your ears as we pulse it down into our deep C curve. For 2, exhale. 3, you can always lift up and make a V with your legs if you feel like your hip flexors are gripping. Anytime you feel a lot of gripping in the hips, lateral rotation of the legs is an option, but otherwise stay nice and parallel. And exhale back, and exhale, contract those abs, feeling that deep abdominal connection today. You're going to keep that as you float the hands up without elevating the shoulders, feeling the shoulders dropping down away from your ears. Exhale up for 2. If this is too much for you, you can always just lift one arm at a time, and you don't have to do both. You can always feel that nice connection into the abdominals and the nice opening through the collarbones through the entirety of this exercise. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. You should feel that nice widening of the collarbones, that deepening of the abdominals. Exhale. You're going to keep that there and round forward, lengthening the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, and lengthen up nice and tall. Floating the hands back up to shoulder height, and again, exhale, rounding through that low back. And we're going to go into some oblique work. So if you have anything going on with your back where rotation is kind of out of your wheelhouse, just opening one arm to the side at a time and not having the rotation is a great option. But otherwise, you can have that nice, gorgeous rotation of the back. Exhale, inhale to center. Exhale, trying to keep your hands on the outsides of your knees. This will encourage that the collarbones will stay open and wide, kind of leading us away from that contraction or rounding in our upper backs that's so easy to find. Feeling that gorgeous spiral, reach the hands up and exhale, scoop those abs under and round or hinge back and up, stacking up nice and tall. Scooch forward to the front of the mat and roll down. If rolling down is out of your wheelhouse, just make your way gently to laying on your back. Adjust your feet hip distance apart. And again, in Pilates, it's from the hip bones. We're finding our neutral spine, which is that nice natural curve. You can place your fingertips on your pubic bone and the palms on the pelvis to feel that nice neutral. It should feel nice and tight when you're engaging your abs, stabilizing that neutral. Just take a few breaths here, finding that nice palm to the floor, finding that nice connection to the abs. We're going to start to move into your imprint, scooping the abs under. Try to just use those abdominals and not the glutes. You don't want to just squeeze and push. If you find that you're doing that a lot, you can always lift the heels, and it'll be very obvious if you're using your glutes because your feet will slide. It's just a small deepening through those abdominals. And exhale, contract. I have my arm up. You can leave your arm down. It was just to see the alignment. You're going to keep that nice long neck, tuck the chin slightly in, and come to flexion. You're folding from the rib cage, not lifting up and contracting in the neck muscles. The head's just along for the ride. It's a deepening in the abdominals, and you're going to exhale, flex it up for 2. You can always sweep the hands behind the neck to support the head if you feel like you're creating a lot of neck tension. Exhale up. Exhale, folding at that rib cage. And you can see I've kept my toes touching and not my heels, just to make sure I'm not resting in my glutes and hamstrings for this wonderful ab exercise. If you're feeling ready, you can float one knee up, or you can have just lift the heel up of one foot and keep the toes and heel down on the other. You can always add a twist, exhale, as we head more into those obliques. Now, if rotation again is out of your wheelhouse, you'll just keep with the regular, just straight up flexion. Exhale, feeling that nice curling in and lengthening. Exhaling. Exhale. You can really see I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades off the floor the whole time. Go ahead and switch to the other side. As you find that nice exhale rotation, staying high even as I come to center. Exhale. Really grounding into the floor, finding that strength in the abdominals. And switch. Switch. And I'm trying to really move from the femurs or the large leg bones and not just kicking my leg up and down, but I'm really trying to create a change back and forth. If this is too much for you at any point, you can always just lift and lower just the heel or just lift the leg from the ground one at a time. Either way is a great option, and you'll definitely get a lot of ab work. You can also place your head on the ground at any point during any of these exercises. Make sure you're taking care of your back and really working your abs in your own comfort zone. We're going to come up, little pulses up, exhale, and back and down. Float one leg down, the other leg down, and release. You're going to make your legs a little bit longer, float the hands up to the ceiling, and roll up to sitting. If that's not safe for you, roll to your side or make your way up to sitting, however's best for you. Let's roll on over, grab that TheraBand, place it around our backs. It's kind of right around where my bra strap is. I really want to kind of tuck it up underneath my armpits for this. And as I lift one arm up and down, I'm really finding that connection by rolling my shoulder under. A, it helps keep the TheraBand in place, and B, it helps me connect into my deep shoulder stabilizers. I'm also being careful not to lock my elbows, but keep a little bit of a micro bend. For me, that's really important because my elbows are very hypermobile, but everybody's bodies are unique. Nice. You're going to tuck those toes under, engage the core muscles, floating those knees 1/2 inch off the floor. And we're going to hold that. Exhale, contract the abs and lower down. And again, exhale, hold. Feeling that strength from your core. I really like doing this with the TheraBand because it really also helps me find that nice, strong pushing sensation through the upper back and into my upper abdominals. Step back, step in, step in. Left, right, and right. Left, right, left, exhale, exhale, exhale. Little breaths in your inhaling in between your exhaling. Very good connection into the core is key for this. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always come down and just step one leg out at a time or just hover the knees in place. We're going to roll up and we're going to give it a little bit of a break, zipping up those abs. And you're going to have those shoulders down. You're going to open the arms out to the sides, keeping that nice connection into the abdominals the entire time. Shoulders down, beautiful long neck. Exhale, open. And inhale. When you're drawing your arms in, try to only bring them to shoulder distance apart. That way you're helping keeping those shoulders open and wide, training our bodies to have that nice, beautiful open collarbone. Here we are moving to some more leg work. Sitting back towards our heels and squeezing right back up. As much as you can try to keep those shoulders over your hips. You should not be arching your back, but nice and strong in the abs the whole time. As you exhale, recover. Beautiful. We're going to hold and circle our arms, moving from the shoulder blades and the shoulder girdle, not just rotating our fingers. And you're going to reverse your circles. 2, 3, 4. Really rotate the palms to the ceiling and elbows under. You should feel a nice burn in those upper shoulders. And go ahead and rotate the elbows down. Try not to just turn your palms for this one. It's a real lift from the elbow and the shoulder. So it's almost like your fingers are a key and you're turning them in a keyhole. Exhale, 2. You can always stay upright or you can sit back for this one. 3. Keeping that nice connection into your abs, supporting the spine. We're really working our rotator cuffs here. 7, and up, and little tiny angel wings up and down, little tiny side to sides. It should feel a nice warming in that shoulder girdle and release. Go ahead and get those TheraBands back in front of you. This is kind of a funky one, but I love it. You're going to come all the way to the end of the TheraBand, wrap the edge of the TheraBand around your feet, and come to all fours. Now, I'm kind of crawling to the front of my mat because I want to have plenty of space. Try not to hyperextend those elbows again, keeping them nice and bent, strong core muscles. You're going to keep everything nice and stable, not sagging in the shoulders, nice and strong all the way through. You're going to take that right foot out and place the knee and the foot on the outside. You're keeping that pelvis nice and flat. It's like you're putting an invisible teacup on the tip of the pelvis, and you don't want it to move even as you extend that leg, really fighting to keep that neutral. And exhale, extend for 2. Keeping that parallel. And 3, you should feel those hamstrings and glutes working. And 4, even if you're not using a TheraBand today, you'll still feel a lot of leg work and you'll feel your whole body supporting you. Especially as you move with one body part at a time, you'll feel those obliques and those stabilizers kicking in. Last one, reach that arm out to join it, lift and lower the arm and the leg. Now, you do not have to lift the arm and the elbow, but whatever you do, do keep your elbows nice and soft. 3, so that you're not locking out and resting in those little delicate joints. Now, I'm only lifting my leg where my leg is parallel, so I can keep that nice strength in the torso. You're going to go ahead and thread that right foot back in, keeping that nice connection. Bring that left foot out. Stabilize that pelvis, soft elbows, and extend. Invisible teacup on the pelvis. Try not to let the pelvis wiggle around or the elbows lock. Try to keep that nice strength the whole way. Exhale as you extend out. I'm hovering my knee off the floor the whole time, so it may not come in as deep as your other leg. Nice. And extend the opposite arm. And here we go. 2, trying to keep that shoulders down. I exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. So fun. And I'm sure you guys are feeling a little bit of warmth. Nice. Now keep that nice and stable. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And gorgeous. Strength through the body and release. Very nice. You're going to snake both feet in. And we're going to head into some fun stuff. Soft elbows, press down through the hands, float those knees up, step out, step in, and switch, 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 switch. You'll feel a little bit more work into those obliques with the TheraBand because it gives you a little bit more resistance, alternating your initiating leg. This should feel like, kind of like a plank on steroids. And sort of like you're having the most fun / it's a full body workout and release. Go ahead and slide that TheraBand out of the way. And you're going to go ahead and come a little bit further forward. Very nice. Sitting up nice and tall, just like we did at the beginning. You're going to be holding your TheraBand shoulder distance apart. Draw the abs in, lengthening the spine as you inhale. Get a little taller and exhale, roll behind the sit bones. Moving from the shoulders, we're going to open those arms. And exhale 2, really moving from those shoulders. And exhale 3. And 4. Woo, I can already feel this working. 5. Strong abs. 6. If this is too much at any point, you can always come to sitting. 8, hold. Bend the elbows and extend. And you're really trying to bend like you're making a little goalpost. And find that core. 3, 4, 5, 6, super fun. 7, last time. Whoo. And hold, really scooping those abs. Float those hands up to shoulder height. Again, lift one leg up and down, keeping those shoulders down. If this is too much, you can always just hold at any point with both feet on the floor. Take this as you need it. This is your time, your workout. Nice. Now we're going to move the shoulders, again, out to the sides. 2, you should feel those triceps. 3, pressing away. 4, exhale. 5, squeezing those abs. 6, 7, and 8, hold, bend and straighten those arms. Exhale, 2, keep the shoulders down. 3, nice and strong. 4, my shoulders are definitely on fire. 5, 6, 7, last time. 8, hold. Float one leg up and down. And 2. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more spice, you can do both legs up and drop one leg down at a time. But it is up to you. You should feel lots of ab works. 3 and 4. Be sure you're breathing. 5. Down, round forward, and back and up. Nice and tall. Release those hands. Whew, I can definitely feel a little bit of warmth in my shoulder. We're going to keep on working that upper back, but we're going to move into a bit more of a full body. Make sure your elbow isn't too far away, but it's underneath your shoulder so you can squeeze a little lemon in that armpit. You're not juicing the lemon, but just gently holding it. I'm going to lift those hips up to a nice long line. Now, you can always place your hand underneath your head and down here by your hips. But you want to keep that little mouse house underneath you. You're going to lift that leg up, finding that nice strong connection like into your glutes as we find a little bit of a clamp for feeling that nice glute work. If this is too much on your neck, you can always look down to the floor or keep it center. This should be super fun. You're going to float that hand up, come to center if rotation's out of your wheelhouse. Otherwise, you're going to get that nice twist. So you're going to feel those obliques really working. If you are down on the ground with your head on your hand, you're just going to lift and hold that leg. Either way, we'll feel a lot of obliques working and a lot of glute working to support the spine. Reach over your head. Nice stretch, release. Let's swizzle to the other side. Go ahead, set yourself up, heels, hips, shoulders, head. Shoulder underneath your elbow or come down onto your side. As you keep that nice connection, lift up, draw the ribs in, keep those lats working as you lift your knee. And 2, exhale. 3, bring your focus wherever you'd like, whatever feels good for you. Really using those abs. Exhale, keeping those hips nice and still. Float the hand up and forward or take the full spine twist. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. There's that nice moment of chest extension at the top. But lots of stability from your hips down. And gorgeous rotation and feel that nice exhale and reach. Nice big twist and down to release. Whoo! You should feel a lot of work. We're going to come to, in that upper body, we're going to come to all fours again. Come down into your knees. Try not to crisscross your ankles. Keep your legs even. Now, you're going to keep that nice connection as we head into some very beautiful, gentle push-ups. 2, exhale. 3, nice and strong. And 4, your shoulders and your arms might feel a little fatigued from all of this fun 20-minute work. If this is too much, we can always come down onto our elbows and hold our plank here. Either way, you'll get a lot of upper back and chest work. Exhale. Otherwise, we're going to keep that. Now, you can always take a full push-up with the legs extended. Exhale. Draw the abs in. Try not to arch the low back. So you're really trying to stay nice and connected. I know this is not everyone's favorite, but it is just such a great full body exercise. Here we go. Bend your knees in. Press back, taking a little shell stretch, rounding through the spines, and roll all the way up to sitting. Whoo! I don't know about you, but my arms are definitely going to be a little sore. So we're going to give your arms a little bit of a stretch. You're going to reach your arm over and you're going to just very gently look back and forth. Just breathing gently and releasing that shoulder. Switch other side and gentle look from side to side. Should feel kind of like a little bit of a release into the serratus, into those rhomboids. The rhomboids are between your shoulders. Now we're going to reach back. We're going to open up our chest. I'll turn around so you can see. We're going to reach back, interlace our fingers behind us, and open up our chest. Now, if this is too much, you can always grab a towel and place it between your hands. And we're just going to circle our heads nice and slow. Nice big circles, kind of releasing any tension in that neck. Nice. Try not to drop your head back, but still keep it nice and long so that the head is lifted as you go to the back. You're going to switch and you're going to go to the other side, creating those nice big circles. Again, if it's too tight, you can always take like a towel or your TheraBand and hold it there so you don't have quite as much of a pull in the shoulder as you take that nice stretch around, releasing that nice connective tissue and those gorgeous muscles in the shoulder. Should feel really good. This is always one of my favorites. Drop the chin to the chest, reach both hands, open up the chest, lift the head back up to neutral and release. So today was a really fun, hard TheraBand workout. Quick 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon.